Shalom. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Your people thought your 2020 was bad. Well, your leaders, your so-called leaders, are saying 2021 is going to be catastrophic. All right. You can see from what I have here from Reuters News, it says UN warns 2021 shaping up to be a humanitarian catastrophe. Straight out the dragon's mouth. Straight out the wicked's mouth. You people thought 2020 was bad. Wait till 2021 hits. The UN is already deeming it, because even I'll say this even too, it's an agenda. When COVID-19, which is just a strand, of a virus, when it popped off, the UN was telling people, in the exception of y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that. But you people in America continually want to do your own little thing, continue to go to the movies, and now look where it's gotten you because you don't listen. It's going to be the same thing coming 2021, but it's going to hit harder. All right? So I'm going to read a little bit of this article, and it has some good stuff in it to show, and just factual. This is what y'all, people who run whatever, who may y'all have voted for whatever, they're saying this about 2021 coming up. It's not me. I ain't saying it. It's the people that y'all believe in. Okay? This is the article. It says New York next year is shaping up to be humanitarian catastrophe. And rich countries must not trample poor countries in a stampede for vaccines to combat the coronavirus pandemic, top UN officials told the 193-member UN General Assembly on Friday. All right, this is back. When did this come out? This came out December 4th. Okay, so let's see here. December 4th. So they're probably talking about like last Friday. Some shit like that. What's today? Today's the 5th. Well, we're probably talking about the 27th of November. Or shit, man. They just might be talking about fucking Friday, man. Okay? Which was, it's 12 a.m., so it's Saturday, but they're just talking about yesterday. So it says next year is shaping up to be a humanitarian catastrophe. All right? So they're predicting that 2021 is going to be worse. It says World Food Program, WFP, Chief David Beasley, and World Health Organization, we've heard them a lot, the WHO organization, pretty much WHO, head Tedros Adhanom, whatever. I don't know how to say that last name, spoke during a special meeting on COVID-19, which emerged in China last year and has so far infected 65 million globally. It's just a pandemic, okay? It says the pandemic measures taken by countries to try to stop its spread and the economic impact have fueled a 40% increase in the number of people needing humanitarian help, which is a big-ass increase. And a lot of people don't got money. The global economy has taken a big-ass hit. It says the United Nations said earlier this week it has appealed for $35 billion in aid funding, which is not enough, what they're going to say right here. Now, this right here is what's being said. And the men of the Lord, according to the scripts, we've been saying this for years. that things are going to get bad and nothing's going to get back to normal. Because a transitioning is happening. A transition from one to another is happening right now. But you people don't understand that and don't see any spiritual aspect of that. Okay? They don't understand this second Esdras real quick. Okay? They don't understand this. Second Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question Esdras asked thou not. So pretty much Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth, meaning that is a transition. We're in that transitionary period right now. Whenever there's a transfer of power from one power to the next, it's usually not quote unquote pretty. It goes down in a war-shaped fashion, hands down. According to history, that's how it happens. A country or power is taken down by somebody, and the next one who took that power down is the next up. That is what's going on right now. So your 2020 and your 2021 is not going to look good. Simple and plain as that. War is going to happen. Y'all going to be forced to take vaccines and microchips. Stuff, you're going to have to make huge decisions coming up soon. That's going to either be life or death. For a lot of you people, death, because the scriptures talk about there should be more that die than to be saved. Straight up, it says that. I think it's 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? Your 2021 is going to be hopefully 10 times worse than what this year was. Everybody going to be I'm glad 2020 is over, but they're going to be dreading 2021 as well. Don't think that your troubles and sore, displeasing times just end when January 1st hits. It continues. Your debt follows your stupid ass. Your loss of job and you don't have no income follows your stupid ass. All that, it follows you. Just because it's 2021 doesn't make it a better year. Every year has gotten worse. Okay? So again, this is what they said. 2021 is literally going to be catastrophic based on what we're seeing at this stage of the game. Straight up, that's what they're saying. It's going to be worse. Okay? Wake up, people. And I'm saying that so facetiously in a sarcastic manner because y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna wake up. But that's my job. In the spirit. That is my job to tell people to wake up. It's not going to happen. Catastrophic. Involving or causing sudden, great damage or suffering. They're saying 2021 is going to be catastrophic. So a lot of suffering and damage is going to come in 2021. It says extremely unfortunate or unsuccessful. It's going to be real unfortunate for a lot of you people coming up. But very, very fortunate for the elect 144, according to the book of Isaiah. It says, involving a sudden large-scale alteration in state. Yes, it's going to be a large scale of life-changing events that's going to touch you people. You people individually are finally going to get touched within your lives. Just because something happens somewhere elsewhere doesn't mean it can't happen to you. That is coming to your front doorstep. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, did it is. Oh, okay. And it starts happening to you. Then you finally realize when it's too late that this was big time of what they were talking about and what the prophets have been telling you. Okay? Again, they said 2021 is literally, and this is quote, 2021 is literally going to be catastrophic based on what we're seeing at this stage of the game, said Beasley, and that is the head of what? The WFP, All right, David Beasley, which is the World Food Program. That's how you know a famine is coming. A big famine is coming. Y'all are going to be forced to fast. Y'all ain't going to eat. And when people don't eat, people riot. People go crazy. People start eating other people. Cannibalism's coming back full force. And this is coming from a man who's head of a world food program. Okay? 2021 is going to be catastrophic, they said Beasley, adding that for a dozen countries, famine is knocking on the door. Famine is knocking on the door. 2021 is going to be worse than 2020. He said 2021 is likely to be the worst humanitarian crisis year since the beginning of the United Nations. Daniel 12. I love reading this. This is some good news right here. Daniel 12:1. And at the time shall Michael stand up, that great prince was standing before for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, that people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. But what does it say? There shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. What did he say? The worst humanitarian crisis year since the beginning of the United Nations. They're saying this is going to be on par with World War II, all of that stuff, and it may be worse. 75 years ago, we're not going to be able to fund everything, so we have to prioritize. Prime example, when you broke as shit, okay, what are you going to do? You have a certain amount of money. You can either pay your rent or you can pay your car note. Pick. Do you want a roof over your head or do you want to live out of your car? One of the two got to go. So you're going to have to prioritize. You're going to pay that rent and your car going to get repoed. Is what it is. At least I have a place to stay. That's what they're going to do to you people. We don't have enough money. We're going to keep this set of people up and all of you rest of you can wither away because we have to prioritize because we don't have enough funds. 2021 will be a hell of a year for you people. And you think it's going to be better, especially now because you have Sleepy Biden in office? You're sorely mistaken. He is going to run y'all to the ground. Straight up. It says, so we have to prioritize, as I say, the icebergs in front of the Titanic. When you watch the movie Titanic, there was no way for the Titanic ship to get out of the way of that iceberg. It had to hit it. It had to hit it. And it hit, and it had a great downfall. And a lot of people died on the Titanic. And it sunk. That's America. That's the global world at the moment because Esau is running it. Okay? So I'm going to bring out this last precept and I'm going to read pretty swiftly because it's kind of hefty. All right? This is Jeremiah, the 25th chapter. Okay? Let's see here. Let's see where to start. All right, let's see. All right, Ben, I'm going to start at verse 15. It says, for thus saith the Lord power of Israel unto me, take the wine of this fury at my hand and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. Right. That goes back to Revelation, the 14th chapter. I'm going to get that real quick and then continue. For the sake of time, let's see. where it says indignation. All right. Revelation 14 and 10, 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, he will receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, which is it's happening now. That mark is being presented to these people. And a lot of people already done took that chip. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Indignation, destruction. That's all I'm going to say. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. So the angels and the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai, is going to watch you burn. It's the same thing that's going on right here in Jeremiah 25 and 15. This is speaking to all you other nations, okay, including you heathens of Israel, okay, you 2/3. It says, for thus saith the Lord, power of Israel unto me, take the wine of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad, because the sword that I will send among them. Correct. Verse 17, then took I the cup at the Lord's hand, and made all the nations to drink unto whom the Lord had sent me, to wit Jerusalem, the cities of Judah, the kings thereof, the princes thereof, to make them a desolation, an astonishment, and hissing, and a curse, as it is this day. Right. So we started with Jerusalem, with Israel. Okay, that's why it says that in Zephaniah. He's going to search Jerusalem with candlesticks. It's starting with the house of Israel first. That's why verse 18, the first nation is Jerusalem, is the Israelites. You will drink of this wine of fury that the Lord has for you. 2021 is going to be terrible. We read it right here. It's going to be catastrophic. We got the word catastrophic as well. It's going to be terrible for you Israelites. All right, let's keep going to the other nations. Okay, it says, verse 19, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants, and his princes, and all his people. Verse 20, and all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, and in Azza, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod. You can read about Ashdod, Ashkelon, and the Philistines in the book of Zephaniah. Matter of fact, let me get it just for edification purposes. Zephaniah, the first chapter. I think it's the second chapter, actually. Yeah, it might be the second chapter. Let's go to the next chapter real quick. All right. It says, Zephaniah 2 and 1, gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation not desire, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. That's why it's pivotal to be humble in this thing. It says, it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, for Gaza shall be forsaken. Here's those cities that were named. Ashkelon a desolation. They shall drive out Ashdod at noonday, and Ekron shall be rooted up. All right, let's go back to Jeremiah 25 and 21. It says Edom, the Edomites, so-called white, self-proclaimed white man, and Moab, all right, the Moabites, the Chinese people, and the children of Ammon, the Japanese people, okay? Verse 22, and all the kings of Tyrus, and all the kings of Zidon, and the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan, and Tema, and Buz, and all that are in the utmost corners, okay? And all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert, all right? So that's the Middle East, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, okay? And all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, all right? And Indian, the East Indians, I want to say, okay? Which are like India and things of that nature over there. It says all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, all the kingdoms of the world, which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Shishak shall drink after them. All right. So All these nations are going to feel it. 2021 is going to be catastrophic for all these nations mentioned in Jeremiah 25. This prophecy is coming to pass right now, and it's going to hit hard in 2021, Lord willing. All right, let's finish it off. Verse 27, therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, drink ye, be drunken, and spew, and fall, and rise no more, because the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. Okay? There's no escaping the catastrophic year of 2021 coming to you people's faces, man. You will drink of this cup. You will have to sit here and make a big decision of life or death. That's Deuteronomy 30 and 15. I think that is it. Deuteronomy 30 and 15, if I'm not mistaken. You will have to make a decision between life or death. That simple. And you will drink of the cup, whichever one you choose. All right. Verse 29, for lo, I begin to bring evil on a city which is called by my name, you wicked ass niggas, Spics, and Native Americans, who, so-called. So you 2/3 Israelites. He's going to start with y'all asses. That's why Jacob's trouble. It's called Jacob's trouble. Just you other heathens are going to partake in some of the slaughtering during that time. But it's mainly made for you nasty, dirty Israelites. Okay? He's going to start with y'all asses. All right? And should ye be utterly unpunished? Right. So I'm going to reread that. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name. And should ye be utterly unpunished? Meaning he's talking to you other heathen nations. Yeah, I'm going to deal with my people. I'm going to put them in order, put them in subjection, beat their ass. But me doing that to them, you don't think you're going to get it either? Because you had a hand in why they're so bad at this moment. You were a big influence. So your ass going to have to get beat too. Simple. It says, ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts. And the scriptures say that the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the earth, with everybody, okay? Minus the ones whose sins are winked at, meaning the elect 144. But the elect 144's faith will still be tried, but it's already written that they will make it through, okay? But you other nations, you people, you 2/3 of Israel, your year of 2021 is going to be worse than 2020. Right here it said, famine is coming, more plagues are coming, and the sword is coming for your ass. Okay? And call all Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because I cannot wait to see it. All right? Lord willing, he has mercy on me to bypass it. And whatever tribulation that I go through, Lord willing, he keeps the spirit on me to push through it. And all you other sincere Akim as well. All right. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit, Brother Kashakwal. Until next time, Shalom.